me. So this is cooking with wee Mally yet again. So today I've got quite into eating my mussels and my prunes and all that shit, you know what I mean? So I want to spice it up a wee bit, so I'm going to do something a wee bit different. So I'm going to do like prawns and mussels, but instead of just that with crusty bread and that, I'm going to throw it all together and I'm going to add some like Roman noodles, and it's going to be fucking hopefully amazing. So I'll let you tag along for the ride, you know what I mean? So I've got my garlic, I'm going to chop all this shit up. I got some spicy chilies. Make my rhyme stink tomorrow. I got some fresh prunes, you know what I mean? I don't know where they're from, M&S or something like that, because I'm a posh bastard. And I got some mussels. They're already in a sauce, but it's not a problem. We're going to make our own sauce. So I'm going to chop the chilli and the garlic, and then I'm going to fry that off in some olive oil. And I'm going to add a tin of tomatoes. And normally I put a wee bit of glass of wine in it or something like that, but I've not got any wine, so I got a bottle of Henry Weston's because I'm getting pushed. So I'm going to put a load of that in it, it'd be great. So I'll let you know, I'll get on. I'm just going to cut all these fucking things up, you know what I mean? First of all, you got to chop your fucking garlic and that up and get your chilies out. So I'll cut this up. Rather than filming it all for fucking half an hour, I'll chop it up and I'll get back to you, you know what I mean? Bear with me, I'm a bit crap at this shit, so I'll be back in a tick. Cut. So I've crushed, I'm starting with the garlic, you know. So look at the size of that cube bag, it's absolutely massive. I'm going to be stinking tomorrow. So I'm just trying to peel my garlic. It's a bloody task on its own, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm just pulling the skin off it. I do that regularly, I'll be honest with you. Cutting up my garlic, the new. I don't know how everybody else cuts it, but I just sort of wing it. You know what I mean? I just slice it up into wee bits and then just do that. Keep your bloody fingers out the way. I know I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know, it works for me, and then I just do a bit of that, you know what I mean? And that's it, it works a treat. So I've got all these bloody things to cut up, you know. I'm trying to keep my head in the camera for you. It's really hard, I'm trying to look at trying not to cut my fingers off and look at you guys at the same time. But you know what I mean? I will not cut this in, I promise. Oh, Jesus, I nearly took a chunk out of my finger then. Anyway, that's the garlic sort of chopped. I'm going to get onto the chilli. Look at that. Loads of garlic, as much as you want, just get it in there. It's all good for the blood and everything anyway, you know what I mean? I've got another camera going, so I'm having to get doing a bit. It's like being in the disco back in the 70s. Come on, baby, light my fire. Just a wee slip while we're getting on. I love it, I do. I really do. If my voice is going a bit funny, it's all the boozing I'm doing. So I'm onto my chilies now. I got some little spicy green ones. I probably shouldn't be eating them like this because I got diverticulitis. It's not funny, don't worry, I'm laughing. I'm just checking. Before you do it, you got to check how spicy your chilies are. Because if you put some really crap ones in some really... Jesus Christ! I will only be putting so many of them bastards in, I'll tell you. They're alright though. Whatever you do, don't rub your eyes. So I'm on with the chilli then. I've got a load of green chilies. So I'm just going to chop these buggers up as fine as I can get them, you know. I normally put a bit of onion in as well, but I haven't got any, so I'll just have to do with it. It's one of them, you know, when you're doing a bit of cooking, you just do what you want, put what you want in and you'll love it. So that's the chilies. I'm going to put them bad boys in and they'll be lovely with them. Don't touch your bloody face after chopping these bastards, I'll tell you now. I'm sorry about the swearing, but I just can't help it. Cheeky bastard. So that's my chilli and garlic. So I'm going to get my pan on and I'm going to get some olive oil in it and I'm going to get it really hot. Then I'm going to drop this lot in it. And I'm going to let that, like, you know, just brown off a wee bit. and then I'll add my tomatoes, and then I'll add my mussels and that, and a bit of liquor. I've no wine, so I'm going to put a bit of cider in it, you know what I mean? I'll put that in there, and then I'll let that stew away for a wee while. Not long, just 10 minutes or so. And then I'm going to put my noodles in, and a wee bit of flavouring out of the noodle packet. It might be alright. I'll let you know, it might be shite. And then the last minute, I'm just going to drop my prunes. Drop them on the top, and then we'll see how we're getting on. So I'll just get the pan going. So you want to get the pan on the cooker, get your olive oil in it and get it quite hot, you know what I mean? And then you want to put your jobbies in, you know, your garlic and your jelly. So I've got some here, I've prepared earlier. Watch your face and your finger. It's hard to film this, I'm having to bend down. So I've got loads of chilli, loads of garlic, and I'm just going to put it in there. Oh, can you hear it sizzling? That means the temperature's bloody perfect, so I'm getting all that in there. I'll show you, don't worry. I'm just going to have to stand up a minute. Get a bad back so we can get it in there. I need something to stir it with, for Christ's sake. So have a look. I'll show you. Right, so you get that in there. Shit, it's gonna burn. What do I got to stir it with? Jesus Christ, man, got something. Don't worry. You don't want to burn the garlic because it'll bloody stink, so it will. It'll taste horrible. So we're there. We are. Keep stirring it. Turn the gas down a wee bit, you know. You don't want to be burning that garlic. You can have a wee nip in between and all, you know. So I've got them on, I'm going to get my tomatoes in. Oh, there's special tomatoes, look at them, the cherry tomatoes. Ding ding. So I've got my tomatoes and everything simmering away. Can you hear it? Sounds absolutely lovely. They're like cherry tomatoes, they're it. This is going to be amazing, so it is. I'm just squashing them down a wee bit. I don't know whether to put another tin of tomatoes in or no. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, I'm just going to let that simmer away a bit. And then I'm just going to add 2 packets of these prunes. These buggers are from the sea. They're actually from Aldi. So I'm going to put two things of them in there. They're pre-cooked anyway, so they're safe. But oh no, there's just one. Well, that'll do. I think there's 1 or 2, I don't know. So I'm just going to put one of them in there. But you know with the mussels, like, if once you've cooked them and they didn't open, didn't bloody eat them, I'll tell you now. If they're not open, you don't eat them, I'll tell you. You'll be on the shitter for weeks, I'll tell you now, you'll be poorly. And if they didn't open, it means they're gone, they're dead. They're dead a long time ago, you know. So you didn't eat the ones that didn't open. So I got them. And I'm just going to cut the bag and put them in there with my tomato and shit. I'll show you. I'll have a quick look. It's just bubbling away nicely, that's so it is. Crikey, I don't know what's going on. I need to get a better camera set up, you know. I've got 2 phones going and all that shenanigans. Look at that, just nicely, just nicely. So I've just opened my bag of mussels. I'm not mussly at all, I'll tell you. So look, there they go. That's what they look like. Look, that's alright, you can eat that now, it's open. Anyway, I'm just putting them in the drink. There's a bit, they come with like a white wine sauce or something anyway. So they've gone in there, I'll show you. Nice. And I'm going to add a bit of, I normally add a bit of wine, but I've not got any wine, so I'm going to add some Henry Weston. I'll be pushed. Look at that, it's just bubbling away really nicely, so so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add I've got some packets of spicy noodles, and I'm going to add them to that and a bit of flavouring out of the noodle packet, and then I'm going to let them boil for a wee while, and then I'm going to add the prunes. So I've got that boiling away really nicely now. And I'm going to add some spicy noodles. You can get these in packets or in tubs or whatever. I like them, they're really spicy, they blow my brains out to be honest with you. But they didn't have them in packets, so I got these bad boys. So I'm going to put these in here now. And then I'll add a bit of flavour in, you know what I mean? So I'll just drop a couple of them in there. That'll be great. We'll give them a couple of minutes, let them soften up, and then I can add in a bit more. I can add a bit of water or a bit more cider. So I've got my noodles in now. They're boiling away really nicely. Look at that, just boiling them to death. So I've got my noodles. They're in. I just need to give them a wee stir and get them softened up. I'll probably have to add a wee bit more water in that, but we'll get there. Oh, it's fucking shocking at the minute, I'll be honest. I'll be alright in a wee while. I've added a wee bit of water to help the noodles, and it's worked a treat to be honest with you. So it looks lovely to be fair now. I'm going to call this noodle gumbo. It's missing a bit of onion and a bit of chorizo sausage, then it'd be amazing. But we'll let you know, we'll see who we're getting on. It could be a winner this, you know. Should be a quick meal really. Well, it would be, I wouldn't be pissing about with these cameras for a bit anyway. Right, so I've got it bubbling away really nicely now. Can you hear it? It sounds lovely, looks nice, it might taste absolutely rank. But I've got my prunes, I'm trying not to look away from the camera. I got them, they're in a bag. So I'm going to put the prunes on the top, like that. I've got 2 bags, don't worry, I'm a greedy bastard. I've not cut them buggers up. I'm having to crouch because the cameras are all over the shot. I can't find the scissors now. I'll tell you, I'm absolutely shocking at doing this crap, but I'll give it a go, you know. Anything to make it. That's it, so I've got my 2 bags of prunes, and I'm just going to turn it up a wee bit. Just a wee bit. I'm going to put the lid on it, and we'll go from there. I'll let you have a look. Look at that, looks absolutely amazing. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. That's if you like seafood and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm sorry I keep my head's out of the bloody thing. So, that looks fantastic. Look at that beauty. Prawns, mussels, noodles, spicy sauce. Absolutely amazing. Bit of crusty bread. I'm going to drop that in there and have a wee taste of that bad boy. Look at that. Oh, bloody hell, that's absolutely amazing. So I like that. That's fantastic, I'll be honest with you. Try it out, let me know. I'd had a wee bit of water because of the noodles. Maybe I should have boiled the noodles beforehand before I put them in, but still worked out alright, you know what I mean? But thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow. And I'll be on again soon. I'll see you later. I love you. Bye.